Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Puseletso and thank you very much for clicking on this video. Please do remember to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed what I was talking about. So today I basically want to get a little bit personal. Not too personal per se, but I just want to talk about sometimes the feelings that we go through. But mostly I want to focus on telling you about what I did to get out of those feelings. So basically about 2 days ago I woke up feeling okay and the day went about just fine, but as we were getting to the middle of the day I started to feel very down. And I don't know if you ever get this, but it just all of a sudden it just comes from nowhere, and I just started feeling like, what's happening, what's going on, and where does this feeling even come from, first of all. So basically I felt demotivated, I felt hopeless even, and I just had all these questions, and I started to look at the things in my life that I'm missing, and before I knew it I was just like in this hole and I wasn't feeling good at all. So today I want to tell you about what I did to help myself get out of that state and to feel better by the end of the day. So the first thing that I did was to say positive affirmations to myself over and over again. I had to repeat them over and over again because sometimes you don't even believe what you're saying to yourself, and that makes you feel like it's not even valid or you're not enough. I had to continuously say to myself, I am enough, I am enough. And to be honest, because of the way I was feeling, I didn't have a lot of good things to say to myself, but I told myself if I can just find one thing to say and just say it over and over again until I feel a little bit better, then that I know will go into my mind and plant some kind of seed in my brain that I am a better person, that I am enough, I am good enough, in fact. So say positive affirmations over and over again. Second thing I did, which is kind of something that I don't do often, and that is to be active with my body. But honestly it really helped me, but more than anything I think it was the outcome of it, because I ended up actually cooking a really delicious meal. I think then that made me feel good, and that made me feel excited that, oh, you know what, actually there is something positive out of this day that you have done. So depending on what you like, you can take a walk, actually go to the gym and exercise, clean the house, just depending on absolutely what it is that you relate with better and what you like more. Third thing that I also highly recommend, which I did do, is to write down my feelings. So I just did a journal entry, basically. Journal entry, it sounds like accounting. But I just wrote in my journal, and what I did was to be specific about how I was feeling. So sometimes it's not difficult to face your feelings and to be honest with yourself, and I had to write down why I'm feeling this way and what exactly is it that's making me feel this way, what's lacking in my life, what is it that I feel I'm not doing good at that's making me feel this way all of a sudden. And the thing about this is that firstly I had to acknowledge why I'm feeling this way. So writing it down just helped me to move it out of my brain, or just shift it a little bit out of my mind to a corner to say, okay, thought, I acknowledge that you were here, now let's move on. Can I go on to better feelings? And the thing about this as well is that I also had to remind myself that just because I feel this way, it doesn't mean that my life is this way. It's just a feeling. Just because I feel horrible, it doesn't mean that my life is actually horrible. Fourth thing that I highly recommend is to consume inspirational content. So what usually works for me is if I watch a motivational YouTube video maybe, or if I read one of my self-help books. But what I did on this day is that I watched some Grey's Anatomy. It made me feel so much better. There's just something about watching people serving others that inspires me, and watching people thriving in what they love and doing what they're passionate about, that inspired me a lot. So that boosted my energy, that boosted my feeling of feeling better about myself. I just thought, I can do this as well. I can also do something aligned with my purpose and aligned with feeling good, and I can succeed at something. And the last and fifth tip from me is to actually just work on a goal. You know, if you have been writing a book, for example, go back to that, sit down with your thoughts and write that book, or work on the draft of what you want to write about. Or if you wanted to start a YouTube channel, maybe work on that, work around planning for that, or just switch the camera on and shoot a video, or whatever it is actually that you're passionate about. Or if your goal was to bake that cake, actually just work on that, get a recipe and see if you can do that. Maybe go out and get a few stuff for that. Just work on a goal or something that will basically help you get your mind off of what it is that's making you feel bad. So if you work on that, and hopefully it's something that makes you feel good, like your passion, don't do something that is stressful. Rather choose something that will help you feel better about yourself and give you hope and sort of help you think about something better than what you've been thinking about. I think I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. What I did on that day, it wasn't necessarily a goal or something that I've been planning for long, but I did some work that actually kept me up even until 1 a.m. at night, and doing that just kept my mind off of my problem. Before I knew it, like I said, it was 1 a.m. and I was feeling good, I was feeling okay. The next morning I woke up still feeling really good. I felt good, like I've accomplished something, I've conquered my mind and I've conquered the day. So that's it from me. I hope that you're able to also conquer whatever it is that is keeping you down. Work on your mind. I think that's the most important thing. If you just work on your mind and restructure certain things, and just remember, please remember that whatever you're feeling does not mean it is your reality. It's just a feeling that comes and goes, like the weather. If it's gonna be cold today doesn't mean you have a cold life. It's just the weather. Tomorrow could be sunny. I hope you get the drift. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Also, I do hope you subscribe to the channel and like the video. You are also free to comment if you've been feeling down lately. What is it that you did to help you feel better? I know there are many things that you can do. You can pray, you can meditate, there's other things, but those are the 5 things that I did, and you don't have to do all of them, just as long as you find what works for you. And another thing that I learned was that the more things that I did, the better that I felt. So I didn't do just one thing, but doing all of them just kept increasing and increasing and increasing my state of happiness. That's it from me. Goodbye.